Hi YouTube, back with another totally subjective pipe tobacco review from Tiwanaut. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing a blend I bought in bulk from Pipes Cigars. It is Marble Kake. I purchased 2 ounces of this based on some reviews I had read online, and I thought I'd give it a try. This is a Virginia blend here, and I believe in the description for this blend it said basically this was similar to Hamburger Veermaster from Dan Tobacco. And I've had Hamburger Veermaster before and I really enjoyed that blend, so that was probably the primary reason why I decided to try this blend, to see if it was how it compared with Hamburger Veermaster, and give it a shot. When I buy bulk tobacco like this, I usually don't leave it in these baggies. I have, unless I'm going to jar it up or something, I'll leave it in the bag when I jar it up for long time storage. But if I'm going to smoke it immediately, I bought these little acrylic little containers that have this little lid that pops off, and it has a little bit of a snug seal on it. It's not airtight or watertight, but it makes a pretty good seal. And I will put this in this, not in the bag, but I'll dump it out of the bag and put it in here, and I'll store it in here. And this little container here acts as my de facto tin for bulk tobacco, and it'll hold about 2 ounces or 50 grams. So this is what I use to, for bulk tobacco. I'll pull out about 2 ounces or 50 grams of this stuff and put it in here and store it in here while I'm smoking through it. So, alright, let's open up this little bag of Marble Kake, give you some first impressions. It is definitely a cake, hence the name. I'll pull it out. See, it's definitely in a cake form. Go ahead and put this in here. Oh, actually it just came apart. Cake just split in half. That's fine. I've got a little bit of loose stuff in here. So I'll pour that in there. Okay, so there, whoops, little crummies. There it is in my little container. Smells good. Has a nice smell to it. Nice smell of Virginia tobaccos. Yeah, really light colored too. Well, you can see this. A lot of light colored stuff. Crumbles really easily. It's a little on the dry side of moist, so it should crumble pretty easily. I should be able to crumble this and load up a pipe immediately. I don't think it'll require any drying. So, it smells good. Nice smell of Virginias. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a pipe, get it lit, smoke it, get about halfway through it, and then I'll come back and share with you guys and gals my initial impressions. Be back in a sec. Alright, I've got my bowl of Marble Kake going here. Very first reaction was one of, oh my god, this stuff is awesome. I am smoking it in my, hold the pipe right, my Claudio Cavicchi bent billiard. This is a 1C. This is a dedicated Virginia pipe for me. Wow, this stuff is fantastic. Man, initial impressions are just like home run. It was interesting. When I first lit it up, like the first 3 or 4 puffs on it, it was kind of a sharp, tangy flavor to it. Which was not what I was expecting. But after those first 2 or 3 puffs, that sharp tanginess went away instantly, and I got this nice, wonderful, mild Virginia sweetness. Wonderful. Delicious. Let me read a description of this stuff. Again, this is from tobaccoreviews.com. Kind of a tin description. I'm sure they got it from Pipes and Cigars. A firmly pressed crumble cake blend of bright and red Virginias. It comes as a solid cake which can be broken or sliced and rubbed out, and the flavor changes depending upon how you prepare it. Knowledgeable Virginia fans often compare it to Hamburger Veermaster as a smooth and tasty Virginia blend. So I kind of rub this out. To me, it seems a little bit lighter than Hamburger Veermaster. Yeah, a little bit lighter maybe. Sometimes when I was smoking the first half bowl I got, it was more reminiscent to me of Orlik Golden Sliced. However, to me, Orlik Golden Sliced, which I like a lot, has a little bit of a citrusy kind of flavor profile to it a little bit. There's something almost kind of somewhat citrusy about it. This isn't really citrusy, but it's kind of a light, sweet Virginia like Orlik Golden Sliced. And then occasionally, some puffs of it would be, to me, more reminiscent of Cornell and Deal's Briar Fox. I like that too. A little bit more fuller tasting. I mean, but for the most part, this is a really light, sweet Virginia. A natural sweetness. It's fantastic. Really good. Oh boy, that's good. If you like Orlik Golden Sliced, if you like Hamburger Veermaster, I think if you like Briar Fox, you're going to like Marble Kake. Delicious. Yeah, first impressions are really very positive, like ordering on, this is incredible stuff. I mean, if this whole 2 ounces stays this consistently good, I'm going to be buying this stuff in large quantities and squirreling it away, seeing what some age will do to it. I can't imagine it, age not, it's got to make it even better. I can't imagine how much better it could be with a couple years of age on it. My goodness. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Okay, so I'm about halfway through this bowl. It's getting pretty steady. It's kind of monotone and one-dimensional, but it's really good. It's just, even though it's just the same the whole way through this first half bowl, it's like I'm liking it a lot. Okay, well, I'll continue to smoke this stuff, and we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll let you know what my final thoughts are after I've gone through this 2 ounces. Stay tuned. Well, thanks for hanging around for my conclusion to my review of Pipes and Cigars Marble Kake. I have almost finished this 2 ounces. You can see here I've got just a little bit left there of that big plug that it came in, just a little bit left. I have just a couple of bowls left, and I feel pretty comfortable making some final concluding remarks about this stuff. I'm smoking it in my Peterson Silver Spigot pipe. It's the shape number is 999, which is a Rhodesian. This is a dedicated Virginia pipe for me. This stuff dried out pretty quickly. It didn't get too dry, but it dried out such that I wasn't able to like slice off flakes of it. It wanted to crumble pretty easily, so every time I smoked it, it was always kind of rubbed out, not sliced into flakes, because it just crumbled too easily. I did notice, smoking this in all my dedicated Virginia pipes, that there were a couple of peculiarities or tendencies to this marble cake that came across. And it made a pretty, to me, at least in my experience, a pretty big difference in the smoking quality of this blend. I found out that I had to be really careful when I packed this tobacco in my pipe. If I packed it or loaded the pipe too tight, or maybe I should say this, when I loaded the pipe up and packed it the way I normally do, it frequently didn't smoke as well as it did that very first time that I smoked it, and you just saw. I found out that I had to load my pipe and pack it looser than I normally do to get the best out of the smoke. That if I packed it like I normally do, or wasn't careful and got maybe a little too firm, too tight, the pleasure in this blend went down rapidly and it became very mediocre. I also discovered that for me, this blend is very pipe specific. By that I mean it didn't smoke great in all my Virginia pipes. There's only 2 or 3 of them where I really got the full flavor and enjoyment out of this, regardless of how well or how carefully I loaded the pipe. Just some of my pipes, it just didn't smoke as well. It didn't taste as good. The flavor didn't come through like it did in 2 or 3 of my pipes. It just, for whatever reason, this blend just seems to be very peculiar. It requires very careful packing, loose, and just does better in only 2 or 3 of my pipes. And in some of my other Virginia pipes, it just was very mediocre smoking. That Kaviki pipe is one where it just sings. This Peterson Silver Spigot is one where it just really sings. And when it sings, it is glorious. But when it's off, it's rather unremarkable. So I think that may be more a factor of me than it is this blend in general. I don't know, but I think that's the case. So yeah, I still recommend this blend. Marble Kake is great. It's a good Virginia. I would buy this again. Oh, yum. Yeah, I just have to remember that just pack it loosely and only smoke it in those 2 or 3 pipes where it seems to really come through and shine. And then it's just a fantastic Virginia. Pretty low nicotine. Not a big, not strong nicotine. Don't get hammered with nicotine in this. So if you want something with a good nicotine kick, you won't really get it in this. If you're someone who likes, their nicotine, to be on the light side, you'll like this. So there you go. Hope you enjoy that. My totally subjective review of Pipes and Cigars Marble Kake. Smoke in peace, guys.